Hey YouTube, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Sorry, I'm in my car. We are in between our second and third soccer game of the day, and it's only 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We have about another half an hour till game time, but I figured I would just give you guys a quick update. So, my husband went in for a semen analysis yesterday to check to see if the surgery was a success. Technically, on a medical basis, as long as there's return of sperm, it's considered a success, but whether or not it gets you pregnant, something totally different. What a lot of people don't understand is just because you have really high counts doesn't necessarily mean anything. There's a lot that actually goes into sperm, and I'm actually thinking about doing a reproductive 101 for people who think it's so easy to get pregnant. Really, it's not. So, anyway, he had the analysis done yesterday, and he took it in yesterday morning, and the way, I'm trying to think the best way to say this without being too graphic, but the amount of semen that he gave was 3 milliliters worth. Well, when they did his counts came out to 376 million sperm per milliliter. He gave 3 milliliters. That means in that one sample that he gave, he had 1,128,000,000 sperm. Why am I not pregnant? That's what I was wondering. So then I'm thinking, okay, well maybe they're swimming in circles. So I looked, and his motility is 70%. So then I was like, okay, well he's got 70% of sperm that are swimming. Again, why am I not pregnant? Well, maybe they're deformed. Well, then the more in-depth test came back, and out of the 70% of the 1.128 billion sperm that he had, 74% of the 70% are perfectly normal sperm. Perfect heads, perfect tails. I think it said 2% had pinheads, 4% had big heads. Maybe, I think it was 7% had double heads, and 17% had the crooked tails, or the curly tails. So, obviously, those ones are typically what they consider the non-motile sperm. They're just not really any good. They're not going to get to where they need to go to penetrate the way they should. So, which is fine, but that's only what is that, 74%, so that's what, 36% are not okay, but when you break it down by how many billion sperm that he gave in that one 3 milliliter sample, I don't know, I'm really kind of starting to think that the infertility issue is not him, it's me. So, I do have an appointment on Monday with the reproductive endocrinologist who is going to, I think the other team is starting to arrive. I'm sorry, I'm just scoping out the parking lot. I'm going on Monday to see the reproductive endocrinologist to see if maybe I'm having issues. You know, I tend to spot a little bit before my period, so maybe my progesterone's not enough, and after having the chemical pregnancy last month, I'm starting to think that maybe my body just isn't ready to hold the pregnancy. I don't know. I mean, I've had miscarriages before. My very first pregnancy, I miscarried at 10 weeks. So, that was before Brianna, our oldest, that's 12. But I don't really necessarily remember having too many more problems after that. I don't know. So, either way, right now, currently, I am 6 DPO. So, if we did happen to make a baby this month, hopefully it'll implant tomorrow, and maybe I can find out by next Wednesday. So, this month, just stay tuned, because I'm actually going to do a live pregnancy test this month. I have done other live pregnancy tests, but I either deleted them by accident off of my phone, or I never got around to uploading them for whatever reason. I think maybe just because it was just too much of a frumpled mess, and I probably should have. That way you guys could have seen more of the emotional aspect of what it's like testing through this process, because it's very nerve-wracking. But hopefully, I don't know, I may or may not test on Wednesday. I keep telling myself that I'm going to wait. So remember how I told you, ladies, that I was ordering the Fertabella conception kit? Well, when my Fertabella conception kit came in, it came in with 50 pregnancy tests. Yes, you heard me correctly. 50 pregnancy tests. Did they not realize that I am a pee on a stick-aholic? Like, I pee on everything. I'm about to dip a stick in Drano and pee on that too, because I read somewhere on the internet that it works. Don't do that. I'm just saying. I like to pee on things to tell me whether or not I'm pregnant. And if there's a chance that it can tell me, I'm going to pee on it because I want to know. Dang. But yeah, 50 pregnancy tests. And I may or may not have already peed on some. I'm not disclosing that information. I have. I've peed on a couple. Because I just want to know. And they're negative. They're just keeping with the theme of everything. Negative, 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 negative. So, no more negativity. Thinking positive. Think positive. 2 lines. 2 lines. Positive. Positive. I want to see a stick that says pregnant. Pregnant. I just want to see pregnant. So, hopefully. Sorry. I thought somebody was walking up to my car. They probably think this lady's crazy sitting in her car talking to herself. So, anyway, back to the positives. So, we're going to stay positive. If I did, in fact, happen to conceive a baby this month, I am currently 6 DPO. So, hopefully we'll have implantation tomorrow. And if we have implantation tomorrow, I should know on Wednesday. Wednesday will be 10 DPO. So, keep a lookout because I will actually do a live pregnancy test this month. I have recorded my past live pregnancy tests, but for whatever reason, either I accidentally deleted them or I started watching them and they just were bleh. Then I didn't post it because sometimes I was frumpling around or the coloring was really bad. You couldn't really see anything anyway, and some of them were a little bit too emotional for me. I didn't exactly want to put my vulnerability out there too bad like that because it was pretty devastating, even though I probably have. I'm sure that there are plenty of viewers that have been in my situation where you've taken a pregnancy test and it's been negative and you've wanted to scream really loud into your pillow. I may or may have done that too. So, anyway, no more positive, or all positive, no negative vibes anymore. No more. So, I'm meeting with the doctor on Monday. Hopefully, I'll have some implantation tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll find out I'm pregnant on Wednesday. If not, then there will be no more baby making till November or December because my husband leaves in 2 weeks to go out of town for a month. So, bleh. I know, it's going to suck. 3 moms, daycare. I ought to do a day in the life of what a single married mother does because it's going to suck. 3 kids, soccer, and if I am pregnant this month, say a prayer for me, ladies. Because who wants to be first trimester sick with 3 kids in soccer all day on the soccer field between my whole county, because we go everywhere, and 3 nights a week of soccer practice after I worked all day. It's going to be fun stuff. So, stay tuned because my weekly pregnancy vlogs will be interesting if I am pregnant this month. I'm staying optimistic. That test is going to have 2 lines. I'm staying optimistic. So, I'm going to go watch my other kid play soccer because it's almost game time. And I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. And I love you so much and thank you for watching and stay tuned. And send me some baby dust. Keep us in your prayers. And I'll update you on Monday. Bye!